Hello everybody and welcome back to another Saturday night stack chat with me, the Stack Collector, in association with Stackers Social. As you know, it is the only place to be when it comes to talking about all things shiny and round. And before we get off the marks, I want to say a massive thank you to 𝗃65 Days of Silver for the gifting of 5 memberships just before the live stream started. That's very generous of you, mate. Thank you so much. Barry, CY, Ian Ritchie, you've all won yourself 10 growing coins for being first free in the chat. Biston Barnacles, it's fantastic to see you too, mate. Shiny Silver, great to see you as always. Joker's Wild, one of the fantastic moderators from over at Stackers Social. It's always a pleasure to see you, my friend. We've got the governor himself, Ian Atterbury, is here with us, guys, as is Jonathan Herbert. It's great to see you, Jonathan. Thanks for joining us, mate. Who else got here? We've got Glass Velo Bullying. It's fantastic to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Silver Stag Stacker, my good friend. Looking forward to meeting up with you very soon. It's only a couple of weeks away now, guys. Let us know in the chat. Are you going to Germany this year? I'm going to see you over in Berlin. Do let us know. Okay, who else we got here? We've got Tim's here. Great to see you. 𝗃65, of course. We mentioned with the gift memberships. Nerd UK, my good friend, great to see you, mate. Rising Guard, great to see you. CY Sterling, great to see you. Blazing Bullets, you as well. Coin Noob has received a membership. That's fantastic to see. We do love grift, don't we? Stigma, great to see you. Alan as well. Who else we got here? We have got, let's have a look. Bjorn10, my good friend, great to see you, Bjorn. Thank you for joining us. Stream Elements, letting us know that I'm using them for the chat, etc, etc. But it's fantastic to see you all. Thank you everyone for coming across. Baron and Magsy, I've just seen you as well. Robot Toaster as well. AB as well, and 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, the Silver Monster. Love the name, mate. Fantastic to see you. And anyone else, and I'm sorry if it's anybody that I have missed out there as well. But I think that's most of the people here. So we're going to do things very similar to last week. Again, this week, guys, we're going to have a quick look at the spot prices in a wee jiffy. And then after that, we'll have a look at a new release from the Royal Mint. I've got a couple of new pickups to share with you all. And then we'll put a link up in the chat. And if anyone wants to jump on and have a chat with us, like we did last week, all will be welcome, guys. But before we get to that, let's start off in the usual fashion by taking a look at the spot prices this week. And as we can see directly below me, guys, we've got another week of full greens, because gold is now sitting at £3,435.64, which is an increase from last week of £66.84, or 1.98%. On the dollar, it's currently sitting at $4,597.40, which is an increase of $86.73, or 1.92%. Silver is currently sitting at £67.41, which is an increase of £7.49 since last week, or 12.5%. What another massive increase on silver since last week. On the biting my own lip now. On the dollar, we're looking at over $90. It's $90.21, which is an increase of $10.20, or 12.75%. Platinum on the pound is sitting at £1,751.75, which is an increase of £37.02, or 2.16%. On the dollar, it's currently sitting at $2,344.10, which is an increase of $47.26. Stigma, welcome to COP. Oh, you can't hear it. Hold on. There you go. I unmuted it. You couldn't hear it. It said thank you, but it was on mute, so I do apologise. But Sigma, thank you so much for taking out the copper membership there. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, so it's an increase of £47.26, or 2.06%. When is this bull run going to end, guys? It just keeps going, doesn't it? It really does. I'm sure it's something we're probably going to chat about in a little while's time. Let's have a quick look at chat before we get there. East Dave, great to see you. We're here with his mate. He says, oi, you beautiful metal magpies. Too many to say hi individually. Yes, for sure, for sure. It takes me too long when I start these every week now, but it's fantastic to see everyone here. Right then, guys, let's go over and have a quick look at what we've got from the Royal Mint, because it's only one new coin this week. And if I flip us across, you can see we've got the Concorde 50p right there, 21st of January 1976. We've got the sleek, elegant looking plain sideways profile at the top and top down at the bottom right there. It says Rio de Janeiro. You can see right there on the map. You can see Paris and London and was that? I can't, Bahrain, I think that is right there. But it's a nice design. I quite like it. It's celebrating Concorde. The coin marks the 50th anniversary of the iconic aircraft's first commercial flight. If we go down to the specifications, we can see that's been designed by Osborne Ross and, of course, Martin Jennings on the obverse right there. Available in brilliant, uncirculated and proof, of course. And let me know in the chat, is that one you'll be looking to pick up? I think I possibly will get that one. I've not been picking all of the ones up recently on the last few, but I think I'll get that one. I've got quite a few Concorde 50p's and other Concorde coins, so it'll go quite well with those. So I might pick it up myself, but let me know what you guys think. Are you part of the 50p army, or is it not for you? Do let me know in the chat, guys. Right, okay, so that's the new releases from Roy Mint out of the way. That is the spot price out of the way. So I've got a couple of new pickups to share with you all. We'll get through those, and then we'll open it up for people to come on and have a chat, and then we'll get on to the duck race in a little while's time. Right, loved Concorde. Looked like a paper airplane, lol. As a kid, it was like a spaceship, wasn't it? Just. It looked so futuristic and sleek. Ian Richard says, not for me. Fair enough, mate. I used to be had 7 complete Olympic sets back in the day. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, they just don't put enough in circulation nowadays for me. It puts you off them, doesn't it? But fan of Concorde. I did like Concorde. Never got to fly on it personally. Let me know in the chat if you were one of the lucky few who did get to fly on it. I've always thought it'd be fantastic if you could bring it back, Concorde, because it was just such class, wasn't it? It really was. But yeah, no, unfortunately, never got to fly on one myself. So, what I've been up to recently, guys, I've been I've been feeling I need to get back in shape. Been letting myself get far too out of shape. So, got to it. Got on the internet. Ordered myself some new weights to come in and get on the old weight bands. Don't you hate this when it happens, guys? You order something online and it turns up and it just isn't the size you expected it to be. Now, what we have right here is the new copper, made in Canada. Right there, it's the mini barbell set, fine copper. Financial fitness starts here, guys. This is exactly where financial fitness starts. Let me see. Should we load it up with all the weights? I think we should. We've got some fantastic little barbells right here. 45 pounds or 20.4 kilos of pure copper, as we can see right there. It's not, of course, it's 1 ounce of 999 copper, as you can see right there. And then, as well as that, I assume these will be a ½ ounce. Yes, here we go. We've got some little ½ ounce discs as well with the weights on them right there. And then, if I can get it out, pop the weights on, and there's some, here we go. In my opinion, the government doesn't want any more commemoratives or anything else that would encourage people to use cash. Well, I think there's probably a bit of truth to that, to be fair, mate. And then put its little thing on there and rinse and repeat for the other side. Don't pull your back. I know it's heavy. It's an heavy one. This is, mate. I think I'll get back in shape in no time with this. Here we go. Fiddly paper. Here we go. I think I'll keep it set up rather than keeping it in the box. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? You know what I mean? Get another one of the little stoppers there, and then of course, as we know now, guys, you know what this means. Training montage. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna be. Do I stack? Do I even stack, bro? Yeah, of course I stack. I've got quite a few 100 ounces of silver, mate. But I also like to mix it up and buy different things as well. Do you stack, bro? Let me know. Whether silver weight's too expensive? Nah, they weren't too expensive, mate. They weren't much. I was going to say finger, but you had to get there. Let's have a look what else we got here. Don't pull your back out. We've done that one. After the king salmon, sorry. Wow, yeah, the salmon controversy. I used to be had 7 complete Olympics. So yeah, we've done that one. Fair enough. Do you even live, bro? Oh, fair enough. I actually do. I've got a little bit of a home gym downstairs. So I lift a little bit. I haven't been doing it for quite some time, but I've recently got back in. At the moment I'm only lifting like 50-60k, so same as I say, I need to get back into that. I think you mean stack the weight you lift in the gym. Yeah, no, I know I completely miss out, but you know, it'll get there. I'll get there. Keep adding little bits of weight. But what do you reckon, guys? Nice, it's a bit of different copper, isn't it? I thought it'd be worth a pick up there. Squats, deadlifts, and bench press. To be fair, all I actually do is an incline bench press and a curl bench as well. And then I've got a exercise bike and a sit-up bench as well. And then I go out and take hikes. So I don't take it too seriously. I try and do a little piece. Gorgeous piece. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I apologise for misinterpreting what you were saying there. Do I stack in the gym? I get what you mean now. Curling copy. Yeah, no, this is what I'm talking about, mate. You know what I mean? I actually genuinely really like it. I genuinely really do like it. I think that's a wonderful little piece. And the next one, I love those copper weights. Thanks, Magsy. I appreciate it. Love it. Need a set of that. Where from, buddy? I got them from somebody I know online. I don't know where I haven't seen them anywhere myself. So I wouldn't know where you could get them now. But if I see them anyway, I will let you know. No more singing until 50. No more singing until 50. That's a promise, guys. I promise you that. Let me have a look. I'd forgotten about it, but now Nerds brought it up. I'd forgotten about it, but now... Shut up, you. No one wants to say you. Here we go. Right, what are we on? Where are we on? We're miles away, guys. I won't even worry about it. Shut up, you. Told you shut up. There you go. Get a Lego man to hold the copper weights. Look, brilliant. Nah, it's too big for that. It's too big for that. What? I mean, now Yoda's a little bit small still, so I don't know. I've got some Star Wars figurines. Get them to hold them. But let's move on, because next is a piece of silver we've got right here, and I'll get my knife out because it's still in the packet right here. And this is an interesting series. Now, there's 3 in these series so far. I think, if I'm not mistaken, just ordered my own set from eBay. Couldn't resist bad influences. I thought of you. Of course, I thought of you, 365. But that's fantastic. So there's some on eBay, guys. That's good to know. But they're a lot of fun. I love them. I absolutely love them. And I think you definitely need a pair there. Oh, of course, the bars copper as well. I can't remember. I don't know how much weight is in there, but yeah, fun little thing. I'll print a mini TSC. Oh, that would be awesome, nerd. Get me a little mini TSC for the weights. That would be fantastic. It looks cool. I've got one in order. Oh, thank you, CY. I like overhead press to nerd. There you go. Fairs. My mate, he's got like a home gym at home. He's got some serious kit in there. I don't like working out with him because it's proper big and it puts me to shame. It's like he'll go on it and rack the machine, and then I go and I've got to take the pin out and move it all the way up, and it's like, okay, there we go, that'll do me. But yeah, I need to get into it more. 4 hours total, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right to me. That does CY. Right. We've done that one. Need a cuff repair, so none of that overhead press for me. Fair enough, nerd. Fair enough. Right then, guys, let's have a look. What's in the box? So as we were saying, this is, I think, the 3rd issue in this series, but I've received it just before the 2nd. The 2nd should be with me one day next week, so we'll have that for next Saturday, unless I've got it wrong, and this is the 2nd, and that's the 3rd. Right here, what we have is the steampunk mech antlers, and you might have remembered the mech eagle that I unboxed recently. Hey Zeus, how you doing, mate? Is there silver in the box? There is silver in the box, my friend. Right, so as you can see, it's for the Republic of Cameroon, issued in 2026, 2,000 francs, 2 ounce of 999 silver, antique coloured, enamel UV. Oh, it's a UV one. I didn't even know about that. I might have to go and get my little UV torch and test that out. Right here, we have got another sticky foot right there. And I'll pop the gloves off because I want to take it out of the capsule for you guys to have a proper look. So, you know what we're saying, guys. The capsule's coming off. So the gloves are going on. Give me 1 second and we'll be there. I'm intrigued. Do you want me to... Shall I go and get the UV pen? I think it's in the other room. Do you guys want to see it? Are you that bothered? Hey, Michael, how you doing, my friend? How you doing, my friend? So it comes in the capsule like that. Nice Perspex capsule, etc. There's the little finger thingy. Pop it out. And that is a snug fit. Am I going to get him out? I think we might have done it. Maybe not. Oh yeah, here we go. I've got it out, guys. That was a bit of a job, that was. But as you can see, you've got right here, we've got a steampunk interpretation of a stag with his antlers at the top. You can see the face. We've got the 2 cog eyes. We've got the nose at the bottom. That looks like the seal of Cameroon right there, if I'm not mistaken. I could very well be. But it does look like the public seal of Cameroon right on the bridge of his nose right there. But I may be mistaken on that. On the other side, that is the shield of Cameroon right there. And then above that, we've got Republic Cameroon, 2 ounce, AG 999, 2,000 francs, 2026. I just think these are a really cool series. So, as I say, they started with the last piece, which was the Steampunk Eagle. And then I think, if I remember correctly, the second piece was the Butterfly. And that will be arriving with me next week. And then we've got this 3rd issue, which is the Stag. But I might be getting the Stag and the Butterfly mixed up. Yeah, I just think they're different. You know, they've got a really nice, funky design to them. I've always been into a bit of steampunk. I've always liked that kind of styling and that kind of design. So yeah, when these came out, I thought, yeah, I've got to jump on that one. Nice little series. Hopefully they don't keep coming out too quickly, because there's only so much money for silver, isn't there? Especially these days, guys, with what's been happening with the prices. So I'll try, if I can. Is there a certain way to do it? It's going to be harder to get it back in now than it was to get it out in the first place, I think. Oh no, looks like I've done it. There we go. Back in. You'd never know. So yeah, really cool, funky designs. Something a bit different. And what I'll do next week, when we look at the Butterfly, I'll go and get the Eagle back out, and we can have a look at all 3 issues up to yet. But let me know what you think of that one. I've seen that piece somewhere before. It's cool. TSC like it? Yes. Yeah. No. I think I know where you've seen it before, buddy. But yeah, and really cool piece. Really different, and yeah, nice little piece for the collection. So we've got the mech antlers, but the piece of resistance this week is, of course, got to be the oversized barbells right there. I think, getting a bit tired there. Put that down for a bit. I'll, high sets. No, high weight, low rep. That's what I'm going for right now. 365's having a bath with one of his bars of gold right here. Have you seen these guys? 365's now making his own bars of gold. I've been loving his videos. I really have. BYB, my duck dinner is ready. Oh, that will not help your chances tonight with the race, my friend. Saying things like that. They will hear you. Alexander, thank you very much for joining us. Great to see you here, my friend. 365 says, very cool. Thank you very much, 365. Look at it. Get clean with 365. I don't know about getting clean. Getting down and dirty with 365 is more like it. It's coming to me, look. There you go. How many reps do you reckon I can do with it throughout the show, guys? There you go. Put it down. There we go. What we got? Get those gains in for sure, Michael. For sure. That's about the level of lifting I can do right now. 365 sponsored the body shop. Hey, I've heard a rumour, guys. I don't know if any of you have heard this, but I've heard a rumour that 365 has written a book. What do you think about that? Wouldn't have known it. It's kept that one quiet, hasn't it? Where's the weights from? I don't know, mate. We said Canada on them. So we've got made in Canada, Fabriques en Canada, gains, it says on them. Financial fitness starts here, mini barbell set, fine copper. So other than that, I don't rightly know, buddy. I don't rightly know. It was one of those things, it popped up and it looked cool, so I just grabbed it. And I wouldn't know where to send you for them. Get out of here, TSC. News to me. Yeah, I know, for sure. For sure. Singing of a book. What's that? News to you. No, a book. Eating Thai tonight. Get it down, you buddy. Get it down, you. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't know. 365 described himself as set off eBay, so if we're on eBay, I just put in miniature copper barbell or something like that. But yeah, no, I don't. Can't quite remember who actually made them, guys. So I'm sorry about that. I know that's really annoying. Let's put that there. That let's take them back out of the box. That was made by 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗃. That's who does the steampunk animals. Just put that back in there. Here we go. Get that stand up there like that. There we go. Fantastic. Seeing one of those barbells on whatnot. There you go. If I'd have bought more, I could have put some on whatnot myself, couldn't I? Missed a trick on that one. Speaking of whatnot, I think I made a bit of a faux pas last week because I said I wasn't looking to do anything with whatnot when I'm over there. There's a chance that I may be doing a live auction directly from the World Money Fair whilst I'm over there in Germany this year. A very good chance, I think, at this point. 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗃, is that Milton Keynes? I don't think it is. Where? I've never questioned it before. Now you've got me thinking. You know you can't do this to me, Ian, without me having to go and actually look it up what it is. Where? Hold on. What am I even looking up? What does Mint of MK stand for? Does Google even know? Based on private search results, 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗃 is a private independent numismatic minting company. While it does not appear to have a formal public-facing website, it is widely recognised as a coin dealer and collectors. Yeah, but what does MK stand for? What does the MK stand for in Mint of MK? Probably Mark. It's Mark's mint it's Mark from Milton Keynes mint. Nah, you're rubbish. Google don't know. You don't know. Google. Mortal Kombat. Mint of Mortal Kombat. That's my favourite up to yet, BBA, for sure. Finish him. Brutality. No, I love it. No, I don't know. If 10 points if anyone can actually find out the actual real reason of what Mint of MK stands for. I would be very, very intrigued. And same say, good way to get yourself 10 growing coins right there. Right then, guys, should we get some people on? See if anyone's up for joining us for a chat this week. Let's have a look. Here we go. Remember, guys, people won't see you on screen, but people on the call will see your video feed. So just bear that in mind. Miss, how you doing? It's great to see you here. Did someone say book? Yeah, no, I was just telling everyone. I'd heard on the grapevine that you've written a book, mate. You know, it came out of the blue. Not heard anything about it. All right, get signed in. New meeting, starting instant meeting. Bong. There we go. Here we go, guys. I'll get 10 growing coins to the first person who comes on. Let me get that pinned. Here we go. Here we go. Right, that's in the background now. Fantastic. 𝗖ʰCo here again. 𝗖ʰCo, great to see you. Thank you for coming on and joining us last week for a chat. It was great to have a chat with you. No one likes us. Great to see you too. It actually does stand for Mint of Milton Keynes. Does it actually stand for Mint of Milton Keynes? I need an adjudicator's decision on this one. I actually need I do need a adjudicator standing on this one. Where is the Mint of MK from? Why would it stand for Milton Keynes when we were in Singapore? That's what ChatGPT says. I think you might have got it wrong on this one. I think you might have got it wrong. Who's this? Let's have a chat. Who we got here? Barry! Barry, how you doing, buddy? Who's this? Let's have a chat. Who we got here? You got me on the speaker, Barry.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks, buddy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, my friend. Thank you very much for coming on and joining us. I think we're gonna have to disallow that I'm not accepting Milton Keynes. I don't believe it is Milton Keynes for 1 second. But good try. Just don't trust everything that old chat GPT says. Barry, what's new with you, my friend?
Oh, not a lot, mate. Not a lot. Just plodding along, watching the price of silver go up and up and up.
Yeah, well, exactly. It doesn't seem to want to stop, does it? It really doesn't.
It's really good for those that have been in it for a while.
Oh, absolutely. You know, people who have been, you know, if you started stacking just after the drop in 2011 and you stuck to it till now, you're rolling, really, aren't you? You really are.
Oh, absolutely. Unfortunately, I only started just over a year ago, so it's all still relatively.
Well, sorry, Barry. Hold on, mate. 1 second.
Based on one of the search results referencing a publication by 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗃, it is highly likely that MK refers to the initials of the person, Mick, behind the company.
Okay, Stigma, we'll look into it. 1 second. Let me just 1 second. Just realise you're on my speaker. You're not on me. It's not coming through on my finger. So won't be a second, guys. Sorry about this, guys. It's because I had them connected to my phone when I went on for a walk the other day. Been going for nighttime walks around Shield Forest.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a bit spooky.
I can imagine. Do it in the daytime; it won't be as bad.
Well, you say that, but do you want to know what the scariest thing you might uncover or come across in Shield Forest is?
Go on. Naked
people.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not a bad. Yeah, can't be doing with that.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's a group of naturists that frequent up Shield Forest, if nobody knew. I was looking into different walks. I was looking in the different. I was on the website looking at all the different hikes, and we were saying something about naturists using this area of Shield Forest. And I thought to myself, they must have meant naturalist. I think they meant naturalist. Someone's put naturalist on the website. I think they meant naturalist.
Let's keep our fingers crossed that it was naturalist.
No. I was researching it a little more, and yeah, there's a group of naturists that like to go walking knackers around Shield Forest. that was interesting. How do people ring? Might sing to TSC. Well, the link I've put pinned in the live chat. Just follow that link, mate, and then that'll it'll pop up with a request, and I'll accept you, and then you'll pop in, mate. It's just through Google Teams. If you're on a phone, you might have to download the app, but if you're on a PC, it works through a browser. MK stand for like. Let's have a look at that. Thank you. By the way, thank you so much for the super stat, Stigma. I appreciate that, mate. Mike Woodgate. It is highly likely that MK refers to the initials of a person, Mick, behind the company. Hey KYH, how you doing, mate? I mean, you've sold me. So I'm going to give you 10 grand coin. It was Stigma, wasn't it? It was Stigma.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, let me give Stigma 10. There we go.
Don't forget my 10 for being first in.
Oh yeah, Barry, you got yours. Barry, you've got 20 tonight, mate.
My 10 for being first in. Game on.
You got 10.
That's probably the most I've ever had so far.
There you go. Well, you got 10 for being one of the first in the live chat, and you got 10 for being first on the to join me live for a chat. And if there's anyone else who wants to come on and join us, feel free. It doesn't have to just be one. I think we had 4 of us on, including myself at the most last week. I think MK is an old Roman mint mark. They robbed it to sound all official. Now that sounds believable too. I don't know what to do here, Barry. I'm gonna give nerd 10s too. I'm gonna give.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry. If you're able to blag me enough for me to believe you, you get 10 grand coins. I'm not buying MK though. It's in Singapore. I'm not having that. Hey stackers, are the coin shops in the UK paying anywhere close to spot when you sell? I haven't sold to a coin shop, to be honest with you, mate. I mean, to be honest with you, you never. when you sell to a coin shop, very often you'll get a little under spot for what you're selling, depending on what you're selling. If it's 999, really spot's kind of the lowest you want to go. But if it's anything like 925, 500, they might take a little percentage off. So it might be spot minus 5%, something like that. But I don't know. Let us know in the chat, guys, if you found that. It stands for Monkey King. Metal Crispy says maybe Monkey King according to Mint of a Monkey King. I just like it. I like it. Crispy was first with that one, so I'm gonna give 10 points to Crispy because I like that.
Well deserved.
Mint of a Monkey King, very much so. Very much so. Looks like it's MK. Hello, Stack Collector. Hello, Michael. How you doing, mate? Well, ChatGPT said I was right, and that's so I must be true. Well, ChatGPT tried to tell us it was mint and milk and Keynes over in Singapore. You know what I mean? So, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I saw that the US Mint hiked silver prices last night. What will happen with Royal Mint in the UK too shortly? If the US Mint have done it, you'll probably see that. I mean, we've seen prices go fairly high anyway, haven't we? I mean, let's have a look. What are we looking at for a bullion now? Royal Mint, 80 odd quid, something like that from Royal Mint. Let's have a look. I'll give you 55 BBA. Oh, what's BBA selling? Local pawn shop offered me 50 quid for 4 ounces silvers this morning. I hope you... He's trying to rob you, mate. Local pawn shop offered you 50 quid for 4 ounces of silver this morning. 25 quid an ounce, yeah? 25 quid an ounce? Get out of here, mate. That's daylight robbery, that is. My word. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to get rid... Especially if you're getting rid of bulk, you'd probably take a little bit of a dip below, but not that much, mate. You know what I mean? Like 50 quid doesn't even cover spot on 1 ounce. Never mind 4. Yeah, there you go. Stick it on market, but for that kind of price for sure. Atkinson's are paying over spot on Britannia's and Evening Or. Hey Luke, how you doing, Luke, my friend? There you go. Same as say, like what I was saying about a bit under spot refers more to 925, 500, things like that. 999, like I said, spots for lowest. You should go on that. Big time hikes all over the Mincing Road. Yeah, for sure. What I was doing, I was having a look for standard Britannia. Let's have a look. So we don't want to. Where's all my little options gone? Oh, it won't show me a single Britannia because they haven't got any in stock, have they? It's not giving me the option for show stock. That's our stock. I like the echo sound. What echo sound? Can you guys hear an echo? Let me know. You shouldn't do. It's a cudgel, don't you know, nerd? That's monkey magic stuff, isn't it? Cudgel. Big time hikes, yeah. Where did you go? Ramsden sounds like they're pricey. Okay. Good afternoon, Kevin. How are you doing, my friend? Right, so Barry, let me get to you, mate. So, usual questions? What are you doing right now with these prices? Are you buying, holding, selling?
I can't afford to buy anything at the moment. I've just spent some money on a rather large TV for the house, so I need to sort of let things pick up a bit for myself, get my finances back in. But it's still ounces of silver, the more modern stuff. But as you know, and as we've discussed before, I really do like to buy the stuff I like. I'm not a stacker. I'm a collector more than anything else. So it's just buying what I like. And like with that set of copper you've got there, I love the copper stuff. I glanced on eBay and there are some of those, but they're not cheap. They're like 60 quid.
Are they?
Which for copper, I think is a little bit pushing it too far.
Yeah, that's not cheap. No one likes us. I have put you in this week's, my friend. It's breaking the rules, but I don't care because he says he's been on Stackers for over a year and not played a duck race. Well, it's about time you got yourself winning one, so I've added you into this week's, my friend. But I get that. So you're pulling back on what on what you're buying because you can't really afford it. But if the money was there and you saw something you like, you'd still pick it up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Ковber has some brilliant stuff in his auctions, and I was buying a bit there, but it's only going to be another month or so. Get the finances back up a little bit, and then back into getting myself a couple of weeks, something like that. I'm happy with that.
Fair enough. So okay, so we could say basically you're still buying, but selectively.
Absolutely, selectively, yeah. It's got to be something I like the look of more than stacking for weight.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's I can completely understand that. What's your thoughts about what's happening with the spot price? What do you think's happening at the moment? Do you think we're going to continue to see it go up? Do you think we're about to see it go down? Is it going to level out?
I don't see it dropping at the minute. I think it's just going to keep going. We're going to get up to around about 80, 85, and then I think it will peak for a little while. But it just seems to keep going up and up, which is great for those that have got the stuff already. And they paid, when I first started, I was lucky enough to be getting it at like £25-30 an ounce. Yeah. It was great. Yeah. And if you were to sell it now, then obviously you'd be doing okay. But I don't want to yet. I like it too much.
Fair play. And I'm with you there. I'm not really looking to sell myself either. I do, however, understand anybody who is making the decision to sell. I mean, if you look at it one way, there's literally never been a better time ever to sell silver. It really hasn't.
Oh, definitely.
The prices are up there. So that is something to consider. I do personally think that silver still has got places to go. One thing that does make me cautious is just how quickly we're seeing the prices still continue to go up.
I think I've heard you discuss it before. I think of it a lot of the foreign markets as well, with where the silver is needed for batteries, etc. Yeah. I think it's getting a little bit more. They know they need it, and they're trying to buy it out.
You think people are stockpiling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that's a better way of putting it than the babble I was doing. Yeah, definitely.
No, it's what you were saying basically, isn't it? People are stockpiling, yeah. And that's, that is driving or having an effect on prices, which I think is pretty much 100% true. I don't think there's any
difference. Yeah, governments are stockpiling.
We're seeing that. We are seeing various governments from across the world that are stockpiling, and that is absolutely going to have an effect on the price right now. And so is so many other things as well. And it's a kind of bit of a snowball effect. It's one thing leads to another, and the next thing you've got this massive snowball that's out of control, which seems to be what silver is at the moment. But I don't think we're at a point now where I think we're going to see crashes. I still don't think we're there. I really don't.
No.
It's getting harder for me now at this point. It was really easy at the beginning. It was really easy because, you look at it, the price of silver's been repressed for years. It's gonna jump up. This is completely understandable. It's completely explainable. You can do the maths. You can look at the year upon year of deficit, etc., etc. And at the beginning, yes, we are going to see a boom up, and we saw that boom, and that started sub £30. That started when we're in the low 20s per ounce. So you start to get to 50 and you start thinking, okay, maybe it'll
it's gone well
down. It's gone a long way. Perhaps it'll calm down a little bit, and it just doesn't seem to be doing, does it? It'll sell for a little while. Sorry, I apologise. Sells for a little while, but then next thing you know, it's shooting up again, isn't it? You know what I mean? So
it's just constantly going. I mean, I remember you saying last year that you were seeing it go up, and you were getting close to that £50, and you're like, it's going to hit £50. It might hit £50, and then it's zoomed past it, and look at it now, 67.
Yeah, and it does. I'll be honest with you, it does get me starting to ask, well, what point is it hit the value where it should be? And somebody was mentioning on that in the chat. I can't remember who it was. about the. I think it was Psycho. I think it was Psycho saying it. I think there's a bit of truth to what he was saying. The value's starting to get to where it should be.
Yeah.
Don't think there will be a crash. We will have drops, but I don't think we're going to be. There will when I say crash, there'll never be a crash. In my opinion, there will never be a crash like there was in 2011. No, that just won't happen. But what could happen is silver, and I'm just being genuinely honest with everyone. What could happen is silver gets overhyped, and where silver should be valued at 60 quid, it gets overhyped to the point where it gets to 80 quid, which we're not that far away from right now. We touched 70 in this past week, so it comes back down. You know what I mean? So it's enough of a drop. Not a full crash, but enough of a drop to leave a sting in people's mouth. You know what I mean? I just think, is that something we've got coming up? I'm not saying I think we're there yet. I really don't. I think at the moment, silver is just kind of adjusting and shifting to the new norms, really. And we've got to be honest, this is new territory. We've never seen anything like this before when it comes to silver. So it is completely new territory. So there's only so much you can predict when it comes to this kind of things. This is what I'm saying. At this point now, I'm starting to think, well, okay, I would like to see it settle down for a little bit, and then that would just take that little bit of fear away. But I'm with you, mate. I'm still buying. I still think people should buy on a monthly average basis, spread the costs about, don't spend too much on any one purchase in silver, and hedge those bets by spreading the costs. And I still think people will do well on it. Jonathan Herbert says,
buy what you can afford.
Yeah, for sure. No, we'll go on to that in 1 second, Barry. I'll just do a couple of chats, mate. Is it Barry? Sorry, Jonathan Herbert says the people who stack toilet roll looked at me stupid buying silver, and they still do. Well, some truth there, isn't there? There's some truth. But how much toilet roll will that silver be able to buy you when the end of days come? Who knows? We will find out when we get there, I suppose. Basically, you mean it's going to overshoot the genuine price? Yes, I do. I think it's pretty much guaranteed to overshoot the genuine price no matter what. It's just how much will it overshoot. Now, will it overshoot by a small amount, and then that adjustment will just be negligible and it won't matter, or will it overshoot by a significant amount? And if it does overshoot by a significant amount, what will that reduction be to bring it back to its genuine value? And that's what I'm starting to look at and think, well, I don't really know at this point, how much more it can go. I mean, I could sit here and say, it's never, it can't keep going the way it is. It's not going to go any higher than 70 quid, and then this time next week I'm sat here and saying, oh look, we've hit 80 quid on silver, because it's what's happening at the moment, isn't it? But we'll see. And the same as I say, I'm still buying. Carl George says, with 400 quid to spend this week, should I get 4 1 silver Brits or 1/10 gold Brit? Let us know what your thoughts are, guys, in the chat. Barry, what would you do? 400 quid, would you get 4 1 ounce silvers, or would you get 1/10 ounce gold?
If I've got that much to do, I'd probably get the 10th.
Yeah.
I think longevity, you've got to keep it with the gold. Gold's been going up for years. I mean, where I work. I've been in the gold and silver industry for 20 years over, and jewellery and that. So I've seen it, and it is changing massively. But if I could be putting 400 quid, it'd definitely be going into gold. Whereas the silver, my budget is down in the silver price, not in the gold price.
Hypothetically, Barry, if I'd have asked you that question this time last year, not the same values, of course, but if I'd asked you the question, should you buy 4 1 ounce silver Brits or 1/10 gold piece exactly a year ago, what do you reckon your answer would have been then?
From my point of view, because I buy what I like, I'd have probably gone for 4 1 ounce silvers, because it's more to look at. Whereas now I'm understanding a lot more about it long term, and I'm thinking, because the silver that I'm collecting, I'm never going to sell it. It's going to my kids. You got to think of what's going to benefit long term in that. Even though I like collecting my silver, I just can't go into the gold side yet. So in answer to that one, 100% for me, it'd be a 10th.
Right. Okay. No, and I don't think there's any wrong answer right there. I don't think there's a right or wrong. So I think it's going down people's preferences. The reason I point out this time last year is I think most people this time last year, which was before all the madness, this is beginning of 2025 when it was still fairly stable. It was going up, but going up, kind of gradually. I think most people back then would have said gold. I think it's fairly safe. Most people would have said, "Oh, gold, you better bet. It's a safer investment. You've got less premiums to it, etc., etc." The funny thing is, and Joker's Wildest point this out in the chat, silver since then has gone up way more than what gold has, and it would turned out that silver was the better investment by a long shot. And the reason I point that out is, it reinforces that none of us really truly know. What the best purchase is right now, and it could, regardless of whether you buy 4 1-ounce Britannias or the 1/10 of gold, we will find out which one will be the better investment this time next year or this time in 10 years' time. And I couldn't
100%.
I couldn't tell you for sure which one will be the better one because, if you'd have asked me about this time last year, I'd have been 100% wrong because I would have said gold. 100%, I'd have said gold's your best bet. Go for gold, but silver's done so much better this year. So yeah, I think they're both great options. I do think they're both great options. I'm interested to see what people are saying in the chat. But I think like Barry said, buy what you like. I think a lot of the times I neglect gold, and I buy. My focus is far more on silver than it should be maybe, and I do regret not picking up more gold pieces in the past. So I think everyone should have a good amount of gold. But like yourself, Barry, I'm a silver guy. What I'm getting most of the time is going to be silver. So yeah, very interesting. But let's have a quick look at the chat on that one. Benson,
okay.
Great to see you here, mate. Thank you very much for joining us, my friend. No one likes us. I switched to gold mainly, picking up bits of silver. I can't resist from time to time. Fair enough. With the current GSR, gold is no-brainer right now, to be honest. Fair enough. But it could be wrong, Robot. I mean, you're right in what you're saying, but just because you're right in what you're saying doesn't mean it will turn out to be the best investment. Silver can continue to do what it's doing. Gold could continue to go up, but at a slower rate than silver. I mean, one thing to remember is gold is not a very usable metal. There's not very many uses for gold at all. It's used a little bit in electronics for things like connectors and things like that, but there's not, if you look at the industrial use of gold, it's nowhere near other metals like silver and copper and other industrial metals, and gold's usability isn't really expanding all that much, whereas silver it's exponential for the amount of growth and demand we're seeing on silver. So I don't know. I think despite the GSR being what it is right now, I think there's still you still could see better gains from silver than you could with gold going forward. So it's definitely an interesting one. You want collectibles? Good time to buy. Yeah, no, but I agree with that, Jokers. It's a great time to buy collectibles. Hey everyone who's so this week it's Barry Wiggins, a great guy from Stacker Social, and to everyone else, the link is open. If anyone wants to just come on and join us for a chat, it's open invite. Just follow the link that's pinned into the chat, and you can come on and join me and Barry and let us know what your thoughts and opinions are of what we're chatting, or suggest a subject that you'd like to chat. That's different as well. Right, let's have a look. Problem is the price of silver has been dominated by paper contracts, but physical demand is becoming more prominent. I see it split in the near future, and physical being triple digits in May. I don't know about May. But I do agree with the base of what you're saying there, Zeus. Yeah, I could be wrong. To be honest with you, I've been wrong a lot because I've been conservative, and where people said, "Oh, do you reckon it can get to this by the end of the year?" I've said, "Well, I doubt it by the end of the year, but I wouldn't say no." But it seems very quick to me, and then it's done it. So yeah, it's one of those where it's very difficult to give a definitive answer on, if you know what I mean. But I do agree with the crux of what Zeus is saying there, and I do think I do think we're going to see silver get to 100. I know we were joking about it a couple of weeks ago. I think it was the last one of 2025, but I look at it now, and I do generally think we're going to see silver hit 100, and it could well be this year, by the end of this year. Let's have a look what else we got here. Hey to the new guys, thanks for coming across and joining us. If I had 400, I'd invest in Silverpunk's work because I like art. Very well, Nessie, very nicely said of you. That's very nice indeed. And Punk does some fantastic work, he really does. Well, turned out my duck dinner was duck-shaped chicken. Oh dear. Well, you may have not upset the ducks so much. 100% with you there, mate. Silver is cheap in my eyes. In the GSR, it's still too high given supply, etc., etc. Be able to buy the toilet paper company if you stacked a lot of silver. Yeah, it's getting that way, mate. It really is. Let's have a look. I think all personal preferences and budget, either way, over a long period, gold and silver is a great investment, I think. But who knows? It's all fun with a great community. Basman, I think what Basman said there, for most of us stackers out there, is the thing that's most important. It doesn't. If you had to pick one, I don't think it matters if you pick gold or silver. I agree that both are going to do well, and if you're having fun doing it, that's for me. That's the most important thing of life. Be happy in yourself. So Basman, I agree with that 100% there. Not joining the call tonight. Still got stuff. No trouble, mate. No trouble. Platinum all the way, guys. Well, you know what? I'm not, you can't laugh at anyone who's been in platinum, guys. You cannot laugh at anyone who's been in platinum. When we first started tracking them, it was at £796.62. It's now at £1,751.75. So it's gone up nearly £1,000. So it's not doing bad at all. Dips are no indication of the underlying value. Silver pulls back when it's overbought, like oversteering a rudder in a boat above the curve of trajectories parabolic to the upside. Nice. No, absolutely. And if there is ever a pullback, I'm not saying that's it. No, it will of course go back over. And of course if you find yourself in that situation, the worst thing you can do is panic sell when it's a dip, hold on to it and watch it go back up. I do agree with what you're saying there, Mick. Joining chat to talk about how to remove wood chip, paper and wall ceilings with Godhast cleaner. I love it, Barry. I love it. So what I've been doing this year, Barry, is I've emptied my S&P savings account, something that I've had for many years, and I've emptied that throughout the year, and I took money out of the S&P and put it into silver, because I thought there's things happening with silver, there's big things going to be happening with silver, and I saw that there was going to be a big hike, just purely how long it had been suppressed by industry. So I've taken all my money out of the S&P, put it all into silver. At the moment, I've sold off a few bits. Guys. So I've taken advantage of the price being what it is, and I've sold just a few ounces here and there. And that's all I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to continue to buy, but there's some bits, like Barry pointed out earlier in the chat, that I bought a few years ago now. And those individual pieces I can sell at quite a nice profit. So I'm taking advantage of that to get rid of a few pieces. As you've seen tonight, guys, I'm still buying. So what I'm doing at the moment is if I see something really nice that comes up like that mech antlers there, and I'm a bit, it's times are a bit tight. What I'll do is I'll just take 2 ounces, two standard ounces out the stack, sell them, and that'll pay for that. You know what I mean? So it's not costing me anymore. I'm not, I'm not actually growing my stack, but I'm not losing any out of it either as well. I rent solar panels
as long as you're not selling your weapons.
Oh no, mate, no, not none of them. They're in my deep stack for sure. I do like my.
Dilly Dog subscribed to the channel.
Thank you very much, Dilly Docs. I appreciate that. Just reminded me of something. Right, so I've taken advantage of the high heights at the moment, and I've sold a few bits, but I'm still buying. You know, I'm concentrating on the collections I'm already in. I'm concentrating on date runs. I'm not buying a huge amount by weight at the moment. So sorry, just 1 second. What's this from Psycho? Gold users span jewelry, finance, and high-tech industries, leveraging its beauty, value, conductivity, and resistance to corrosion for electronics. Yeah, I like I say, it's got some users in high-end electronics, especially in connectors, due to the fact that it doesn't tarnish, but it's not a huge amount. There's not a huge demand for gold in the electronics industry. Jewelry, yeah, there's, you know, you have gold jewelry, etc., etc. But if you want to compare usability of metals, you know, it gets blown out of the of what gold does. It doesn't have a huge amount of usage. Yes, making jewelry out of it, making things look pretty, fair enough. But you know, outside of that, in actual industry, outside, you know, high end connectors and things like that, it's not being mass produced to make wiring or you know, for these solar panels, etc. Yes, there's small amounts of gold in a lot of electronics, but teeny tiny amounts. And again, you just can't compare the sheer demand on it as you can on other metals. Cancer treatments, plus elements like gold leaf in food and electronics. Yeah, it's used in all of those, mate. But again, you know, like, yes, there's gold leaf used in food. How many meals have any of us eaten that? Well, when was the last meal that any of us had that actually contained gold leaf? You know what I mean? It's a very, very fine amount of people that are doing that kind of thing, and you know, you're not seeing it used en masse. You know what I mean? And likewise for the electronics industry, yes, it's used out there, but it's not used. You know, you're not going to take. I'm not going to take this keyboard apart and find loads of gold in there because it's really conductive. You know what I mean? So I get the point you're making, but it doesn't stop the fact that, you know, we're not seeing more uses for gold like we are silver. You know, the uses for gold now are pretty much the same as they were 5-10 years ago. You know, you're not seeing that boom in requirement and that demand as you are in the on the silver market. Right, what was I doing? That was it. So I'm all kind of distracted. You would find silver in the keyboard. Possibly find some silver in the keyboard for sure. 1 second, guys. I do apologise. Peter Schiff has said that silver and gold is going to explode next week. He said, but everything you can this weekend. Okay, he seems sure. There we go. There we go. 1 second, I do apologise, guys. Just realised I forgot to do something earlier. Okay. Sorry about that, mate. I do apologise, buddy. 80s Apple computers. Oh, who's this?
No one likes us subscribed to the channel.
No one likes us. I appreciate the sub, buddy. I really do. No, I don't, and I'm not disagreeing with what anyone's saying there. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, you know, it doesn't disprove what I was saying about gold not being used anywhere near as much as other metals such as silver, especially over the last few years. Didn't Gaddafi want to change the currency in his country, so the elites done away with him as not good for the agenda? Well, we try and stay out of political stuff here, but you know, there was maybe a bit more to it than that, but I'm not going to say that wasn't one of those. Gold not being used in as many things is what makes it such a good monetary asset. It's not being consumed or ending up in landfill. It's just fair. It's stable. Look, I'm not trying to discredit gold as an investment. I'm not. I you know, from the day I started my channel, I've always said that gold is a fantastic investment, and it is, and it will continue to be so. The gold is what has always been historically considered as money. It is what people have always invested in since the beginning of time, and it will continue to be a fantastic investment. But what I'm saying is, if you start looking at what things are being used at right now and how things are being used and the difference in how they're being used, it points to silver being a better investment right now. like it has done over the last year. I mean, there's literally no disputing that. If you look at gold when I first started was at 2,311.94. So if I just take that and put that there for a second, silver was at 25.71. Now it's at that. That's at that. So let's have a look. 1 second. So gold, since I started recording, it's gone up £1,123.70. Silver's gone up £41.70. So gold has gone up 48.6%. So 48.6% is a fantastic investment. You're getting half your money back just by sitting it in something. So you buy gold, you let it sit there for a year or around a year. That's a period of time, and you made half the money back for nothing. That's a brilliant investment. But in the last year, silver's gone up by 162%. So it's yes, gold is fantastic. It always has been fantastic, and always will be. But it's not always going to be the better of the two investments between gold and silver. And we've literally seen that happen over the last year, and that's just the point I'm trying to make. They also wanted to change what currency was used for oil too. Yes, they did. They wanted to change the fact that oil was traded in the dollar, known as the petrodollar, and there was certain wars in the Gulf as a result of that. But again, we don't want to go too deep into politics like that. It's not fun. Rawmoment did not create an e-waste factory because there's no gold in computers, etc. I know I specifically said there's gold in computers, mate. I never once said there wasn't gold in computers. I'm not saying it's not, I'm not saying gold's not a good investment. And all of these things you're saying are not anything that I haven't said. I'm not once did I say that there isn't gold in electronics. But if you want to sit there and argue with me that there's more gold in electronics than copper and silver, then we can do that. Because it's not going to be a very long argument to thrash out that one because that's the point that I was making. That you don't see the increase in it like you do in these other metals, and that's still just as true. But you're right. The Roman did create a factory that's recycling metals from electronics. I think we're going to see more of that going forward, and I think we're going to see more of that for silver going forward as well, because there's a huge amount of silver out there that is in landfill that isn't being recycled. The silver from solar panels is a big one. They don't recycle silver out of solar panels. There's a lot of solar panels out there holding a lot of silver. I think someone told me that somebody has just started doing it, and it's because it wasn't cost viable until this point. If it costs you more to refine the metal than it does that you're going to make off the metal, you aren't going to do it.
Baba subscribed to the channel.
Thank you very much, Baba. I appreciate that, my friend. So yeah, I know I get what you guys are saying, and I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is the change in usage has boomed in silver, and it hasn't in gold. Gold has been used in electronics for many years now. It's used for connected due to the fact that it doesn't tarnish. It's a superconductor, just like silver is. It's not as conductive as silver is, but it doesn't tarnish. It's got a lot of usage in for space. They use gold a lot in space purely because it doesn't tarnish. It's also used on the visors of astronauts' helmets because it allows visible light to transfer through, but it deflects harmful UV rays. So yeah, there's a lot of uses for gold, and I at no point am I suggesting that there isn't. What I'm saying is we're seeing the use for silver boom, which is one of the reasons why we're seeing the price of silver booming. That's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to drive the price of silver upward. That's not happening in gold. It just isn't happening. Silver definitely has more room for gains. 100%. Sorry, but didn't mean that like that. No. I know what you're saying, Lou. I know what you're saying. All I'm saying is, at the moment, silver is a great one to look at for an investment. It really, really is. They also want to change what. Yeah, okay, we did that one. I haven't even received my 1 oz gold coin yet, and it's already 3,000 plus what I paid for it in 2 weeks. Jesus Christ, that's all right, isn't it? Riding silver is like a roller coaster. Riding gold is like a boat on a lake. That's true. That's what 𝗵𝗵𝗁 said there is very true. It's
great analogy.
Yeah, it is a great analogy because gold is steady. It's good and reliable, isn't it? Gold is. It's been trudging along since the dawn of time, going up in value. Slowly but surely. Maybe not so slowly over the last couple of years, but it is good and reliable. Silver's always been more volatile. It has always been more volatile in the past. But what's changed in silver again is how we're using it. It was only a handful of years ago where the number one usage for silver was still silverware. It was still the production of silverware, so things like bloody teapots and spoons and or jewelry or whatever. But in the last few years, obviously, industry has blown that out of the water because it's we are as a species becoming more and more technologically minded, aren't we? We're doing everything online nowadays. Was before you'd go out with your mates and make a base when you were kids or whatever. Now we're all just on these bloody high-powered, sophisticated gaming consoles, and it's all adding to the usage. I'm new to stacking, having only started in October, and I've already gotten the bug for both silver and gold, but staying CGT free for now. The divine weapons insanely pretty well. Yeah, I get that. I'm a big fan of the divine weapons. I've got Zeus's Thunderbolt turning up next week. So I mean that's a good topic. Let's move it on, guys. We'll move on to CGT. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. It's great to have you here with us. Agree. Yes, I agree with 𝗵𝗵𝗁. Industrial and central banks are driving silver prices. Retail only started to have an impact. There's a lot of things that are driving the prices of silver, mate. A huge amount. They are certainly one thing that is it is driving the price. And you've got geopolitical issues all over the world. You've got things like the Fed rate cuts that affects silver prices. You've got the demand on industry. And I think, to me personally, it all falls back to the demand on industry is the catalyst that started all this. If you wouldn't see people like the central banks looking to buy silver if they didn't think it was going to go up in money. There's a reason they're looking to invest in silver. Let's have a look 1 second. Of course. We should keep it still. Yeah, for sure. So I'm missing a few here, guys, because I want to move on a little bit. So capital gains tax. What's your thoughts on CGT, Barry, mate?
To be fair, and it sounds awful, it's not going to affect me, but it will affect my kids. But only when they sell it. All my silver and my house, everything like that, it's all going to my kids anyway. So I've not understood it until I started with collecting like this. But it will make a difference with CGT. But it's selfish to say, but it's not going to affect me because I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah. Now, CGT is something I've never really paid much mind to. Of a man that went into the shop and found a real silver bowl priced at £5 and went home, weighed it and weighed 9 ounces. Possibly, I've seen loads of videos like that, mate. Fantastic, aren't they? You know what I mean? For me personally, I've never really paid much mind to CGT. I've always thought, if I want it, I'll get it. To be done with CGT. And I've always said things like, don't worry about CGT because it's only on the profit. It's £6,000, but it's you've got to make £6,000 in profit before you pay anything. Now, if you're out there and you're wanting to stack for retirement, you want to hope you're making a lot more than £6,000 in profit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think if people are stacking for retirement and they're planning that at some point in the future they're going to, go down to a dealer's and cash in all their, based on spot whatever, go down to Atkinson's, Bullion by Post, or whoever it is, but don't drop it on the table and say, cash me out. I think people like that, yeah, I think CGT is very important, and I think it's really important to make sure you are buying CGT free silver. But if you're the kind of 3K now, sorry, thanks 365, 3,000 now, which is, you know, next to nothing really, you know, and especially if you're looking, if you're looking at, you know, something for retirement, that's three grand's nothing to retire on, is it? So if you're starting fairly young and you're stacking for retirement, you're gonna hit more than £3,000 in profit, you know, for soon. And I agree with 365. Soon it'll be nothing. When I started my channel, guys, so same time as 𝗕𝗂𝗃 started his channel, because he was a little bit before me, it was £12,000. The allowance was £12,000. Then they dropped it to 6, and then they dropped it again to 3. And I agree with 365. I don't think there will be an allowance at some point. I think you'll be paying CGT on everything that you make any amount of profit on. You know, it doesn't matter unless it's CGT exempt, like Britannia's, or even silver crowns. You know, even these are CGT exempt because they're the legal tender. So there's a lot of options for CGT stuff. Luke says 90% of my stack is CGT. Anything to help avoid tax in future? Yeah, for sure. And I know there's people out there saying don't worry about CGT, etc., etc. But I think it is something that people should be considering. You know, it's not. I think it can affect people and will affect more and more people, especially if they do what 365 says, which I personally do think they are going to do. If you're the kind of person that's only going to sell bits and bobs, you know, I might sell a few bits this month, and then next month I might sell a few bits. It may not bother you as much, but again, I believe that by the time, you know, if it's something you plan to do in the future, in a good few numbers of years in the future, I think you're going to find that there's probably no allowance by the time you get there. Haven't they also tried to reduce the allowance for investment ISAs, if I'm not mistaken. My voter has increased by an average of 273%. CGT is evil. If I want to sell some of my voted at the minute, I'm limited to being able to withdraw only 4,108 anymore, and I trigger taxable event. It's not what you want, Mick, is it? Don't need to know. They will just make it illegal to hold. What did Teach say? 1 second. Press leaf not stored in the bank. Serious question. How does the government know what silver you have? It will be a capital gains free if not listed. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you, Teach. Right, let's look at and it's fair question. Look at what's happening with society these days. It's getting less and less likely that you're going to sell it cash in hand. You know, there's probably going to be some form of audit trail, whether or not there's a transfer or something, etc. Now, if you're just going to sell the odd bit here and there, you're probably going to get away with it. You know, I'm not going to say you're not, but if you're going to do it on a regular basis and you're going to make decent profit out of it, you know, yeah, it might not happen, but you've got every chance that, you know, the auditor's going to come knocking on your door and say, hey mate, come to have a look at your books, because on paper, you know, this is how much we're getting through your earnings, but it looks like, because HMRC have got access to all kind of bank details now, they can see, looks like you've got X, and you reported earnings X amount, but going into your bank accounts, Y. So we want to know why. So yeah, you know, it goes on the amount you're selling, mate, and yeah, if you do the odd little bit here and there, you probably will get away with it. The more you sell, the riskier it is, and it's getting harder. 365, mate. What did you message me on? I bet he's messaging me on my phone, Auntie, to be really awkward. And it's just getting harder to sell stuff and it not go through.
𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗃 subscribe
Thank
to the
you
channel.
very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Let's have a look here. 1 second. What message? Check KYH's messages. What? Is it in the chat? Could I join? Yes, of course you can, KYH. Come on, of course you can. It's open, mate. It's open. Just jump on. The link is pinned in the chat, mate. And same as I say, by by design, they're making it harder and harder for you to sell something and it not go through the system. It's the whole reason for these CBDCs and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, where we're at right now, it's fairly easy to do what you're saying, just hold a bit, buy it in cash, sell it in cash, no one needs to know. But it is getting harder and harder to do that kind of thing. KYH, how you doing, Mucker?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing, TSC?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Thank you very much for coming across and joining us. I saw you got the package from the bit that you won from Brits and Sovs and Silverpunk.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. It feels really, really nice in the hand. And it's nice to see it's hallmarked as well on the back.
Yeah. No, he always does great stuff. Punk does, and I think he gets all of his stuff hallmarked. He's a top chap like that. Just 1 second, KYH. Let me just have a quick look at it. CGT still has more than enough to keep me interested. This is another thing I'm saying. Don't knock the CGT free stuff. There are some fantastic CGT free bits out there. If you think outside the box, the old pre-decimal stuff, some fantastic series. So there are some nice things to pick from. Yeah. One question to ask KYH. Are you on the milk? That's from Nerd UK.
Not right now, I'm not, but I did have a glass at tea, and I had one about 30 minutes ago as well.
Oh, okay. He's all milked up for now, so you're all right. You're not going to be running around the house anytime soon.
I don't think so, no.
Right, okay. So I've got to ask you the question as well, because I'm asking everyone who comes on at the moment. Buying, holding, selling.
Buying and holding.
Buying and holding. Okay. And as your buying pattern changed? Is it are you buying? Are you spending the same amount of money? Are you buying the same amount of weight? How's it looking?
Whenever I get a decent amount of money, I'm instantly going and buying stuff that's in antique shops and stuff that's still under spot, just about. So today I went and bought a couple of silver threepences for £5, which is £5.50, £6 scrap price on those. So with the bullion, I'm finding it very, very hard to buy that because it's becoming, very expensive, and it's also over spot a lot. So I'm looking at like Victoria crowns. I got a Victoria crown for £40 the other day, and they're worth 55 in scrap price alone. So
yeah,
that's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah, I do not fault you. Let me have a quick look for you.
That's what I'm doing.
There we go. So where are we? 217 a gram at the moment. So on your crowns, £56.77 is your spot at the moment, mate. So
okay,
can't go bad at all on that, can you? You really can't.
No.
So
I've got my dad into buying it as well.
Have you? Well done. He won't regret that in a few years' time. Now you dabble in a bit of selling yourself, don't you? On the side, are you still doing that? Are you doing that less? Are you doing that more?
I still pretty regularly buying and selling antique silver as well.
Mm-hmm.
The real issue is for me, this is a real tragedy of the trade, is that antique silver, especially Georgian pieces, there was a very nice ladle that I used to own that I saw in a shop the other day that a dealer bought off me, and a guy came in and bought it for scrap to be melted down, and it was 250 years old.
Oh dear. Timber Ian buy bucket loads of crowns on TSC auction a year ago. Yeah, I was selling crowns ridiculously cheap about a year ago on whatnot. I don't want to tell you what some of them sold for. I think I had some crowns. I think this the one that sold for £14 was a modern crown. 28.28 grams, 95 silver, but a modern one, not a historic one. But yeah, I had some really
14
cheap
quid.
14. Oh
my god!
I think that was Nemo's numismatics. I saw it within a week. He'd put it on eBay for £30. I was like, get in, lad, go on. That's what it's about, mate. That's what I want to see. But fair enough. So, have you sold any of your coins? Is that not something you wanted to do? You're just selling the antique stuff?
Mostly just selling antique pieces that I can buy. Like I bought a silver caster for about £170, and it's worth about £250. So I'm planning on selling that at some point as well. Okay. It's just about moving the antiques along for profit, and then using that profit to buy silver closer to spot, basically.
Yeah, fair enough. And what are you buying? Are you buying? Let's say you are buying. Are you buying bullion? Are you buying pre-decimal? What What are you getting? At the moment?
Pre-decimal mainly, and then also antique silver, not so antique stuff, but like hallmark stuff from the 40s and 50s. It's way under. Like I bought another caster, a much bigger one, for 140 quid, and that's now worth 280 quid in the scrap price.
Smashing it.
Like I bought
Liking it. Have you still got your cabinet?
I have still got a shelf in the cabinet in my antique shop. Yeah.
Cool. Nice one. And you're still doing eBay as well, yeah?
Occasionally, yeah, not as much though. In the cabinet in my antique shop, yeah.
No, I get that. Have you got volume on in the background? Just checking, mate. I think there's a bit of an echo.
Not sure.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not a bad echo, but I can just hear myself or you.
Is it still there?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's all right.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's all good. I don't think it's going to put too many people off watching. No. So, what's your thoughts on what silver's doing at the moment? Do you think it's going to continue to go the way it has? Do you think it's going to steady down a little bit? Do you think it might drop a little bit?
I think it's going to keep going for quite a while still. I think
Yeah.
we could easily get to £110 before it slows down.
110.
Then I think there'll be a 20 or 30% correction.
Yeah.
Back down to 70-ish, or even as low as 60, and it'll settle there, stay there for a fairly long time.
Cool. Can I ask? And I'm just not to put you on the spot in any way, but where are you getting those figures from? What makes you think
I
it's going
watch
to go back down to
people
about
like
70s?
I watch people like Silver Dragons and Yankee Stacking on YouTube, and I hear them talking about it like that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so no, that's fair play. I mean, I without tying myself to those same exact numbers, it's pretty much what I think's we're going to see happening. I'm not.
Yeah, it's hard to predict anything exactly because no one would predicted we'd be at 70 quid.
What I'm questioning is if it is 110 of a 70 now. They may not be exact, which I'm sure you accept yourself. No. But I do. The basis of what you're saying, if it continued to go up to an amount and then dropping it again, I absolutely agree with that. I do.
Probably wrong on the numbers.
What usually happens to go with silver? Well, gold will continue to go up with silver. You generally find that they kind of support each other a little bit in pulling people up. If you get a lot more interest in silver, it generally tends to mean that you get a little bit more interest in gold anyway. That puts the price up. Gold's as good an investment as it ever has been. It really is. It's just people say about it getting harder to buy silver. It's just getting harder to buy gold, isn't it? What you could buy a sovereign for a couple of years ago will get you a half sovereign nowadays, which is a bit frustrating. It really is. 𝗵𝗶𝗃64 is good to watch on YouTube. Really knows his stuff. Fair enough. I
watch him.
Yeah. And I was just wondering where he was getting the figures for 110 and 70 from, and that's perfectly fine if it's if you're referring to somebody else you've watched Silver Dragons etc. I get that. Barry, what's your thoughts on that, my friend? 100 going to 110 and then we see the pullback drop back down to about 70ish.
As I said earlier, I don't think we'll see 110. But I was saying 80, 85. I could see £100, but I'm not sure silver's going to get up that high just yet. Who knows what's going to happen? Look at the way it's changed in the last 12 months.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think we're going to see 100 this year. I do think we're going to see 100 this year. The interesting thing is every time we get to one of these kind of checkpoints, like you see it get to 50 or you see it get to 60, you see it get to 70, you think, is it going to get to 70 and drop? Is it going to get to 80 and drop? And we aren't seeing that yet. We are seeing it a little bit where it gets to 70, it'll go back down to 63, and then it goes back, comes back up to 70ish. Which that doesn't concern me too much at all. Until it's economically viable to recycle from electronics or reopen mothballed mines, silver will continue to go up, but given supply and the increase in demand, silver's not stopping soon, in my honest opinion. I agree with that, Ezreal. And also, recycling of silver is going to be expensive. There's a lot of cost involved. It's why we don't do it. It's why there's solar panels.
At 𝗃𝗶𝗹𝗃 the Silver Monster became a member.
Thank you, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 the Silver Monster. Were you saying your battery's getting low there, Barry?
No. I said I was talking about the silver content, not only with the solar panels, it's in batteries as well, and it's used massively now. And with cars needing more and more batteries, with electric cars, that again is going to lift the price of silver.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Bob says 300 by the end of the year. Who knows? You know. I mean, it's another one of those times where I'm going to say I don't see it personally. 140 by the end of the year, possibly, as Britsonsov says. But even that should be madness. That should be madness. That kind of growth in a year. But again, it's uncharted territory. We don't truly know. I'm getting more and more interested in where economists think that the value of silver is based on the increased demand on that, and that's something I'm looking into. This is why I was interested where KYH was getting the numbers from earlier, because same as I said, it's starting to get to the point now where I'm starting to look at it and think, okay, so what is silver's worth now? Where should that be, and where should that be settling? But I don't think we're going to see that just yet, and I think we're going to 100 by the end of the year, and I'm not saying the end of the year, I'm saying by the end of summer we'll be at 100. Personally, those phone-ins are really good. Great to hear people's different. Thank you, Jokers, why don't you come up and join us for a chat? It's something I've always encouraged since the beginning. I always said to people, look, even if you're not a creator, you want to come on for a chat, let me know and we'll say it out. But I think it just makes it a little bit easier for people just to put the link in there. But it was the whole point of it, getting everyone's different perspectives and different opinions on things, because it really interests me as well. I've got some massive over and battery projects coming soon. Okay, that's interesting. PV and battery. Oh, okay, fair enough. Silver's volatile. That's why all them EV cars keep catching fire. Silver's volatile. That's why I love it. Yeah, it's not good when they catch fire. You can't put them out, can you? When an EV car catches fire, you have to just let it burn out, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were showing me a video of a car fire, weren't you, Barry?
Oh yes.
Yeah. If you want to meet Barry, if you ever want to meet Barry in person, come down to the West Midlands Coin Fair. Barry very often comes down and meets me, don't you, Barry?
I do, yeah. It's great fair. Really nice to meet up there. I've been lucky enough to meet yourself 2 or 3 times. Sorry I wasn't there last time, but I was a bit busy.
Mate, I'm glad you weren't there.
It's a great fair.
I forgot to tell you I wasn't going. So I thought I'm sitting there, I hope Barry's not gone. or I hope you haven't gone expecting to see me, because I just couldn't do it this month. I'm going to try to get to York.
No, same here.
But then I've got Germany coming up, of course. Barry, you're not coming to Germany, are you?
I'm not, unfortunately. I've got other plans for that time. I'm really going to try my best to go next year, but this year I just can't do it. I've got quite a bit coming on in the next month or two.
Yeah, 200 by the end of the second quarter is my estimate, but no one knows for sure. Fair enough. We will see. We'll see on that. US meant 169 for an ASE. It's crazy to just think about, isn't it? If it drops again, what to? Yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing, mate. That's the thing. Hey, Coin Noob, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you in the chat with us. I need to update my iOS 17. I do it next week. Oh, well, you're welcome anytime, Jokers, to pop on and have a chat. Evening blistering, batting at Tim Benson, SSS, Numis Nutter. I'm good, thank you, from Pretty Things 69. Great to see you, Pretty Things. Is there many coin fairs in East Yorkshire? So that's, you want the York coin fair for that one, don't you? You've got the York coin fair in York. You've got the Yorkshire coin fair, but that's over in Huddersfield. And then other than that, I don't really know, James, mate. But yeah, I've heard good things about the York one, and I go to the Yorkshire one myself, and that's a good crack if you're able to get over to that. I got a silver round that I've designed, but I got so much detail on it. I think it will be cheaper to buy a sovereign than pay for the time and labour in silver round. Oh dear. It sounds good though, Benson. Looking forward to seeing it. Where's me dad, Rachel? Where's me dad? Yeah, where's Jack? Speaking of which, almost forgot, guys. because I've got a little package here from the Stacks family. I know that because of the return address on it. So, there we go. It says, thank you for our trade buddy from Jack Stacks 64. And he has sent me one of his new poker chips. Jack Stacks Double Trouble. Benson Coins Double Trouble. The collaboration between Benson Coins and Jack Stacks. And I'm super, super glad to have that in my collection right there. Hey, KYH, were you with us earlier? You see my new piece of copper I picked up? Check that out.
I don't think I was.
Look at that.
That's cool.
It's a little copper barbell set. It's all right, mate.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm loving that. Going to be 1K on silver in the new EV Samsung. 1 kilogram of silver in each one. Jesus, that's a fair whack of silver, isn't it?
That's what I heard as well.
Yeah, for sure. Hello, Israel. Great to see you, mate. Yeah, you should, Benson. I can't wait to see your first piece, mate. Just bear 1 second, guys. Still 11 away from letting me sing to you all how fantastically brilliant each and every single one of you are. Come on, guys. Get licking that like button. Lick the like button. Come on, people. That'd be interesting, mate. Give it a go. Yeah, for sure. I'd be really up for seeing that. Hey, Israel. Hope you're well, brother. Yes, for sure. I've not seen Israel in a little while. It's great to see you back. And Luke, great to see you back with us, mate. Luke, good old Luke K1. It's been a little bit quiet in the last few weeks, so it's been fantastic to see you back with us, my friend. Right, so sorry guys, going back to you guys. So yeah, okay. I mean, the principle, I agree with what you're saying there, KYH. The figures, I'm not saying I disagree with the figures, but I'm not. I think somewhere there or thereabouts. But we'll once we get to 100, we'll see what happens there.
No one knows right now.
No, exactly. Well, this is why I'm saying it's really. I'd love to sit down and speak to a proper, economist, somebody who crunches the numbers and determines the value of things based on the supply and demand and all that kind of thing, because they would be best person to answer that question right now, wouldn't they? But yeah, it's very, very, very interesting. TC, you need to DM me your address. I will certainly do that for you, Nessie. I would love to have one of your poker chips. I've got the like button, so what you're going to can sing. I want to tell you how fantastic you are. Someone else's sub.
Chumley Page subscribed to the channel.
Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. I really do, guys. Crazy to think I started stacking when it was 24 quid an Oz, and that was only about a year ago. I know about a year ago that was. It was about 18 quid an Oz when I first started stacking bullion. So yeah, incredible times. It really is. So yeah, no. Sorry, guys. Going back to you guys. So yeah, so you both pretty much said the same thing. You're holding / buying. KYH, what if anything has got your name on it right now? What's the next item in your crosshairs? What piece do you want to pick up?
I want to try and aim towards getting another sovereign, I think.
Okay. Can't fault you. Cannot fault you.
Or a half sovereign if I can't quite get up to the sovereign.
And what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on the half? Because you're like me before. You used to like the full sovereigns. Are you looking more at the half sovereigns now?
Yeah, I've got a full sovereign, but I don't have any more gold apart from a gram gold bar I have as well. I think I'm going to be looking towards getting a half sovereign. I think they're better than getting a 10th ounce Britannia or something similar to that, because you don't pay the what is it? Is it just TGT you don't pay on those, or? Britannia's,
yeah. On the gold ones, you don't pay VAT or CGT. On silver, you don't pay CGT, because all investment gold is VAT exempt, which silver should be as well.
Oh yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, you're 100% right there, Coinu. One of the main reasons why people told you not to leave your battery on charge overnight is because every time you charge your battery, it causes little tiny crystals to form inside the cell of the battery, and over time they expand, and to the point where they get big enough and they can pierce the the battery itself can cause explosions and fires, and it's also why you can see batteries swell up, because like coin noob, I am also full of completely useless knowledge. But yeah, you're 100% right there, noob. You are 100% right there. I hate to disagree with you there, Benson. There is certainly some useful knowledge, and I am full of it myself. So you'd like to get a gold? Did you say a gold Brit, didn't you, there, mate?
Half sovereign.
Half sovereign. But did you say you'd maybe like to get a gold Brit at some point?
Yeah, I think if I again can't quite reach up to getting a full sovereign, I might go for a 10th ounce Britannia or a half sovereign, depending on what I want at the time. Because the pros of the Britannia are you're getting the highest purity available, but then with the sovereign you're getting. I just think it's a more kind of. Oh, it's an old coin, isn't it? You can buy a George V half sovereign for similar prices.
You can buy a bit of history. I mean, you can buy new sovereigns. They make them now. He doesn't have
to
be old, you know. You can buy new sovereigns. But I get what you're saying, and that's why I like sovereigns, you know, because I buy the older ones. I buy the George V, the Victorian, etc., etc.
Yeah, the Edwards and yeah.
Yeah, you could, you know, there's a bit of history there, and you know, you mentioned purity there, and I don't think it really matters, does it? You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you go and trade your sovereign and you say trading 7.32 grams of gold, you know, not the total coin weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think purity really matters. And the reason I bring that up is I know there's people out there that will buy Brits over sovereigns because they're purer, and it doesn't affect it on the investment. I think sovereigns are a better buy. Sorry, I've just whacked my phone there. I think they're more liquid. I think there's more people out there, you know, looking to buy and sell sovereigns, which I think can help you out with them. But there's not a lot of difference, and I wouldn't ever say someone was mad for buying Brits and not sovereigns, or vice versa, if you know what I mean. I think we're both an absolutely viable option. So, what about silver though? Is there any nice pieces of silver you'd like to pick up?
I'd like to get a Edward VII crown. I haven't got any of those yet. It's only 1902 they made those, and then I'd like to get a nice George III crown as well.
You want one of them? It's all right. Jesse's flexing a little bit here.
Yeah. one of those lovely. Yeah, that's a really nice one. That.
Yeah, it is. It is. That one is.
That portrait. Wow.
You want to get one of these as well. And I love George III, Benedictucci, George Slave the Dragon. I really do.
That's it. You've got quite a fine collection there.
Yeah, no, I've got some nice ones. I've got some nice ones put away. I'm one of those. I'm a pain. You know, my nicest things get put in boxes and hidden away forever and never get enjoyed, which is just counterintuitive, isn't it? It really is. But yeah, they're my preciouses. But I can't fault you there. It's they're a beautiful coin, and I've only just picked up the 1902 myself. To be honest with you, mate, you know, it's been a coin that's been on my bucket list for a long time as well. But Barry, same question to you, mate. Is there anything particularly that's on your radar right now when it comes to gold and silver?
I would love to get a 1965 sovereign. I've only got one of the sovereign. I've shown you that one. It's over 100 years old, and it's probably the best buy I ever will get with gold. Full sovereign, in a ring, all that, like 85 quid when I first bought it. So absolute steal on that one.
It's only gone up 1,000%.
It's, you know, it'll do. I don't mind that as a bit of profit.
It's only 1,000%. Nothing. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, but yeah, a 1965, the year I was born, a 1965 Sov would be nice if it was in gold. Silver, I'd love to get a 10-ounce silver bar of something that I like the look of. The Queen's Beast square one, I'd love to get that, but I just can't put that sort of money into one coin at the moment.
Yeah, I get that. I've just picked up my first 10-ounce piece, which was the Vortex bar, and there's a fair bit of money in them at the moment. 10-ounce Beska, ooh, that'd be nice. A nice 10-ounce Beska. It's a shame we've stopped the Beska bars, isn't it? I was getting the Beska bars. I've got
Cobra had one last night.
Yeah, What year was it? Well, 10 ounce was
It was a 10. I can't remember what year it was, but it was really nice.
it? Yeah. No, they're beautiful bars. They really are the best bars. If I grab one here to show people, I like these acrylic capsules for them the best. But pull that out. It's based on the Mandalorian TV series, the metal they have in that called Beskar, and I think they're a cool, fun design. They're annoying because of the size of them. Means that you can only fit. You got to get bespoke capsules for them. But they're a great.
But they are still nice.
They are nice, and I think it's a shame that they stopped producing them in 2025. Where do you get the capsules? eBay, mate. I got them on eBay. They weren't too bad either. They weren't the cheapest. I think it was like something like £8 a capsule, something like that. But yeah, I got them on eBay. Before that, I had the. I think they like the 5 ounce bar capsules with a couple of grommets in them, and I really didn't like that. So I got the ones. Oh, check this out by 365 Days of Silver in Stack Chat Interact. That's the Queen's Beast completer bar that he had sent over to the coin cutter. That's fantastic, that is, mate. I'm getting a 10 Oz in May from Vegas just to sell. Nice. I like it. Where are you selling that? You popping it on the marketplace in Stackers Social. Stunning in that capsule. Yes, no, they look really nice in that capsule. And same to say, they were one I was doing the date run of because, it's one a year. Yes, they look pretty much exactly the same apart from a different date, but it's, I'm a sucker for a date run. That's me done for tonight. Been an interesting chat, but past my bedtime. Cheers. Thank you very much, Zeus. I appreciate you coming on, and I hope to have you come back on and join us for an actual chat when your voice is getting a bit better, mate. I appreciate that. Not as stunning as you, TSC Daddy. X20, you owe us. You coming on X20? You owe us a quick speech, I think. But great to see you. He knows how to get me rolling on floor laughing. He does. I'd love to have the link to those capsules. I have about 20 berserkers. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can get that in Stack Chat Interact for you. They used to be. I'm on my PC, so I'm on my business account, not my personal account, so I can't see the exact link. But let me see if I can find one. A lot of the ones with the grommets coming up, they're rubbish. That's a bit like it. So look, we want acrylic. They are good capsules. They really are good capsules. What are these any good? No, not wrong. Completely wrong. What I'll do, because it's taking me a while, when I'm on the other... In fact, can I do it now? Let me see if I can do it. If I can do it easily... So look here. Oh, wait, eBay. I want to go into my eBay purchases. It's been a while now. I'll see if it's still in my purchase history. What's that? No. Ah, here we go. I found them. Let's see if they're still selling them. How do I view original? I should do it. Yeah. Copy link. There we go, guys. I got the link. Go into Stackers Social. I bet someone's already beat me to this way before now, anyway. Stack Chat Interact. There we go. Let me put that in there. Right, there you go, guys. I've just popped a link over in Stackers Social. If you click on that, you should take you to... Yes, yeah, they're £11.33. with £4 postage. So they're not, same as they're not cheap, but they do look really good. They really do. So if you're interested, guys, that's where you can pick them up for yourself. What time's the duck race? As I've been training my duck, we'll do it shortly, mate. We'll aim for the normal time of 9 o'clock. I have some 𝗕𝗵𝗷𝗃𝗲 𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃 bars in capsules. Yes. I know you got one from Cobra, didn't you? That one I saw was absolutely beautiful. Really was. Deserves to be in one of those acrylic capsules for sure. For a long time. Thank you so much. No trouble at all. I'm glad I could help you out there. Right then, we're not going to do the duck race just yet. We'll do that very shortly. But what we will do is go through what is in the duck race bundle. What do you reckon, guys? So, where are we? Let's get all the stickers. Okay then, guys, let's start off with stickers. For stickers, you've got 𝗺𝗵𝗵𝗿, Brits and Sovs, another Brits and Sovs, Royal Mail stamp sticker, Stack Chat sticker, CY Sterling sticker, Sam Money Stacking sticker, 𝗬𝗁 sticker, Stack Collector sticker, Brits and Sovs big sticker, second Brits and Sovs big sticker. You've also got business cards. You've got Stackers Social. You've got Coin Noob. You've got 365 Days of Silver, and you've got 𝗬𝗁 there as well. You've of course got the 1,000 guineas from Mr. Ian Attenborough. You've got the Cobra Stacker Channel Round. You've got the 𝗬𝗁 Poker Chip and Keyring. You've got the Stackers Social Poker Chip, Keyring and Bottle Opener. These were sent by Brits and Sovs. These ones were sent by 𝗬𝗁, of course. You've got Ian Attenborough's Poker Chip right there. There we go, get into form. There you go. You've got one of the Jack Stacks poker chips, the original Jack Stacks ones right there. You've got the Stackers Social 3K Tatsui bot. I've got that. There's only literally a handful of these I've got, guys. So there's going to be one of these in the next few duck races. But that's all I've got on those. I've got quite a few more of the 2K poker chips, and I've just had some poker chips arrived today, but I'm not going to put them into the duck race. I'm going to make you guys wait, because for the brand new Stackers Social 4K poker chips, and we're not there yet, guys. We're not there. We're almost there. We're so close. You can taste it on the wind. You really can, because we're up to 3,903. So we're 97, less than 100 members away from 4,000. As soon as we get to 4,000, I'm going to start chucking in the 4K poker chips into the duck races. So they'll be coming very, very soon, guys. You've also got the Sam Money Stacking poker chip right there. You've got my poker chip, the Stack Collector / Stack Chat. Unbox them. I've already unboxed them. I'll show you. I'll show them you. You can't have one, but you can see them. I'll show you. I'll show them. There we go. Right. Get rid of this sellotape. So what we've got right here, guys, he's been sent by 365 Days of Silver. The brand new and exciting Stackers Social, 4,000 members, poker chip right there, established 2023. We've got this all kind of wrong. Look, it says Stackers Social, established 2023. We all know it's Social Stackers, established 2024, all right, mate, with the QR code on the back right there. But you can't have them, guys. You can't have them until we get to 4K, and then I'll hand them out at 4K. I need to do some more poker chips. I need to get my next ones done. But yeah, there's a load of the 4K chips, guys. Soon we get to 4K, we will start handing those out. US Mint undated price of silver. Yes, we saw that a little earlier, Doug. Thank you very much for letting us know. Going back to the giveaway, we've got the Blazing Bullets little bundle there as well. You've got from Ian Attenborough, we've got one of the 1 ounce copper rounds right there. You've got the little rubber ducky, and you've got, I've put in for a bit of silver this week, you've got the 1944 florin. Great condition on it. Really nice condition coin that is. Beautiful, beautiful coin. And just I've closed it down again. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Not that one, that one. So just your spot price on these at the moment, guys, is £12.27. So it contains £12.27 in silver content. And you know what I thought? What's the duck race? Haha, new here. We do a digital duck race every week. We'll be doing it in about 10 minutes, and someone's going to be winning all these little pieces. But what I thought would be fun is because Ian's put in these 1,000 guineas. What I'm going to do this week is a little bit of fun. I'm going to put in a spade guinea gaming token right here. Look at that. You got Georges III de Gracia, good old King George, looking slim and healthy as ever. And if we flip it over, you can see you've got the spade guinea of this right there. The way they made these legal is, as you can see, you've got the monarch George III right there, but it's dated 1701, which is obviously before the reign of George III, quite considerably before the reign of George III. So that meant they weren't counterfeiting money. It meant they could make them legally, but what they were is brass gaming tokens, and they were used for gaming. So this is made out of brass. Unfortunately, it's not gold, I'm afraid to say, but I'm going to chuck that into the duck race because it just goes so well with the 1,000 guineas from Ian right there, doesn't it? So yeah, that's your bundle this week, guys. To enter it, we're going to actually remember to do it this week. I've been forgetting, which is make it quite easy for me actually, because it just means I reuse their last list. But let's do a post for next week. So what you have to do is you have to go over to my YouTube channel, find out where the post, and it will say for next week's duck race, which will be 24th of January. Oh, Berlin is so close, guys. Does that mean there's only one more stack chat before Berlin? That's crazy. That's insane. Right, and we're going to change that to the 24th. What should we do for a phrase tonight, guys?
Berlin in a week.
Let's go Berlin. Let's go Berlin. That's what it's going to be. Let's go Berlin. So if you want to be in next week's duck race, all you have to do is go over to my YouTube channel. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. There you go. Go over to my YouTube channel. That's better. I'm hiding you there. Sorry, do apologise about that. Go over to my YouTube channel. Go over to where it says posts. Click on that. Go down where it says for next week's duck race, and then comment on there. Let's go Berlin, and you will be in for next week's. You popped on screen very shortly right there, Barry. Is that okay, buddy?
Absolutely fine. Actually, I wanted to show you something because talking about poker chips, I've done one which I'm going to bring along.
Oh, fantastic! Let me see if I can get you. Yeah, okay. 1 second. Virtual studio mode. Studio mode. There we go. Thank you. Screen. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. Cool. Take that off. Right. Oh, literally told him not to do that. Sorry. 1 second. There we go. Right. Sorry, guys. There we go. There we go. Right, come on, studio mode. There we go. On the left-hand side, there you go. You can see Barry's brand new poker chip. That's incredible, Barry. It's about bloody time too. I've been waiting for your poker chip for long enough. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to grab one of those off you at the next Westminster.
I'll bring a few so you can just send them out with everybody there.
Oh, you're a legend, Barry. Thank you so much. We'll go back to the studio. I'll let you pop your hand down now
no problem.
for a bit.
Thanks.
Keep Barry holding it there for forever, like. I don't know what I'm like. So look, where are we? Stacking copper big now. Supply shock soon. Amazon and Samsung just locked in massive copper contracts. There you go. All this copper we've been. My brand new copper weights, guys. You wait. I can't believe we're selling them at 60 quid online. That's might have to sell that. I don't know. Oh, what's this one? What's this one here? Oh, Nessie, loving it, Nessie. Nessie's little poker chip in stack chat interrupt right there. Why have I got so many bloody tabs open? I'm sure we can close one or two of these. So look, I can close that one again. I can close eBay. I can close what does the MK stand for? We've been to MK. Don't need none of them. So look, where are we now on this? 3 away, guys. Only 3 away until I tell you all how fantastically good each and every single one of you is. Surely you want to know. In fact, now can I do it? I think I can add us one. Get us there one sooner. So look, where is it? Come on, let's do it before the duck race. Let me do it before the duck race. I've got 5 minutes. Need 2 more left. So in 1 second, we're only going to need 1 more. In fact, 2 more, aren't we?
Need 1 more.
Shut up, you.
In fact, 2.
Nobody cares about you. Here we go. Oh, has that done it? Have we done it? I think we've done it. Yes! We've done it, guys. Yep. Thank you very much. We've hit 50 likes on the stream. So I get to tell you that each and every single one of you, you're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. Especially bad this week. I do apologise. I'm really croaky. New poker chips and stickers coming this week. TSC. I'll get some over to you when they arrive. Oh, fantastic, Nerd. Can't wait to see on mute, says Nerd. Yeah, this week. Butchered it. Especially this week. But I don't know, guys. I think it's about time. Let's get us over to that duck racers and find a winner for this week. Where are we? Let's get it back in the bundle. It's nice and neat. Oh, there's another Ian Atterbury poker chip as well that was still in the Cardiff Gold case right there. I'm running low on the Cardiff Gold cases as well. There's only going to be a few of those left in the next few giveaways. They've been fantastic. The Cardiff Gold cases have. So let me pop all that in there. Fantastic bundle, some wonderful poker chips and stickers, a beautiful bit of silver in there, and a fantastic historic gaming token as well. The gaming tokens were made in the Victorian era, so they date a lot newer than 1701, but they're a very fun piece of history at least. So let's go across to the duck racers, and I haven't got the names preloaded, so I'm gonna have to come out here while I get the list. Duck race list.
So let's go across to the duck races.
Okay. Where's my keyboard at? Here we go. Control A, Control V. Back to the duck racers. So, guys, if you want to check if you're in this week's race, I've started putting the list in the description. So it's anyone who put the comment. I think it was Silver 100. I forgot to do it last few weeks, so you're probably in. But if you want to be in for next week's, go over to my YouTube channel on the comments page and put "Let's Go Berlin" for this week's phrase, and you'll be in next week's duck race, guys. Right then, guys. Barry, can you give me the time on this week's?
1 minute 27 seconds.
1 minute and 27 seconds. A very specific time for a man with very specific needs. There we go. KYH, can you pick the shuffles for me?
7.
7.
7. Yep.
7. Yeah. I've got to change Benson's hoisin sauce. 4, 5, 6. 7. It's all about black bean sauce for me. I love a bit of black bean sauce. Good luck all, but I hope you all lose from Selfa. Fair play. Love it. Good luck, everybody. Right then, Barry, you give me the countdown, mate, if you don't mind.
Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they are off. And what's going off there with my mic? I'm going to try and do this on the fly while I sit here and commentate the ducks for you all. Let's just do that, and then do that, and then do something like that, and then there we go. There we go, looking much better, TSE. Let's keep up the professionalism there. And right here, if we look at the race, we can see we've got Rising Guard, Ian Kirk, Mr. Kiwi, and Serenity Stacker fighting it out right there. Rising Guard and Serenity Stacker in the top spot right now. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Here we go. Look at the right screen. Is currently the silver coin stacker, Papa H. True Legends there as well. So is Queen Nessie. Take it off that screen because that's on YouTube, so it's bloody lagged. Here we go. 40 seconds left on the on the timer now. 𝗁𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗂𝗃, True Legend, Robot Toaster, Rising God, still looking strong. 𝗁𝗂𝗃𝗃 is as well, and so is Magsy right there. We're coming into the final 30 seconds of the race. Oh, I've got a crown on. 𝗁𝗂𝗃 is the queen tonight. Your duck knows it, and we all know it, all right. Newman's Nuts is here as well, having a good old crack at it. Ian Kirk is having it looks like it's Rising God at the moment. Rising God has looked very strong the entire race through. Is he going to hold on? Oh, we come into the final 10 seconds. They start slipping back, but Ollie Harper is still looking very strong. We've got a few people making a storm from the back. Silver Stag Stacker is one of them. It looks like it may well go to, and it has. It has gone to Silver Stag Stacker, one of the moderators over in Stackers Social. Fantastic work, Silver Stag. He's such a great guy. He really is. So it's fantastic to see his name pop up. We'll put all your pieces together over there, and I will message you to get those out to you, Stag, my friend. So congratulations and well done to you on that one. Rising God, mate. I'm so sorry. So he says rigged. I'm not surprised. You're allowed. You're allowed this week because you were in there the whole race through, and then he gets to the end. And it's unfortunately, I do apologise about that. Where do I comment for next week? So I will pop you a link in the chat, guys. 1 second. But while I do that, KYH and Barry, I've got a question to ask both of you. Do you know what time it is?
Okay. Time to shut
duck up.
That is right, as both Barry and KYH correctly said right there. It is time that we all collectively, as one unified voice, say, shut the duck up. Thank you very much, guys. I've just popped a link in the chat. Let me just try that. Yeah, okay, so if you follow the link I've just put in the chat and then just put Let's Go Berlin, and then that'll get you in for next week. And I try and do a different phrase every week. Some weeks I forget, but if I ever do forget, don't worry, I'll just use the previous list. So if you're already on that, you don't have to worry about it. Everything that duck quacks is offensive. I love it. I'm going to be taking my Shut the Duck Up t-shirt to Berlin. If you want to find me, and you're not sure what I look like, then that's what I look like. But but look for the guy who's with a t-shirt that says "Shut the Duck Up," because that'll be me. Right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. So thank you so much for coming on and joining us. I'm not saying we're going to end it right now, but we'll probably look to start winding things down. KYH, are we going to see a reform from you with the videos? Is going to be a KYH comeback this year?
I'm gonna try and put some more videos out. Yeah, I've been a bit lackluster, which is entirely my fault. There's no reason for it. I'm gonna definitely try and get some more videos about my antique silver out, and also some new pre-decimal pickups as well.
Nice. Yeah, can't wait to see those, mate. I'm always a massive fan of the pre-decimal stuff. Barry, are we going to see your first video in 2026?
I'm not sure. I mean, you've seen this face. It's not a pretty thing, so...
you don't have to show your face.
No,
you just have to show your hands. It's all about the hands here, buddy. Let's do a handstand.
I've considered it, but I've got to do a bit of learning about this technology stuff and how to do it. And I've not got a huge collection, but I may well do something.
I ain't got a huge collection. You know, there's people out there with gigantic collections. It's my good friend CoinNoob very often says, and I love this saying, it only takes 2 pieces of silver to start a stack. You can put one on top of the other, you've started stacking. Let's have a look. Oh, check that out. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Let me show the guys. There we go. No, everything's going bloody wrong. Don't really matter, but let me sort that out for you guys. 1 second. There we go. Perfect. Right then, lock that off and So like Barry said, he doesn't mind too much if you see his face. So there we go. Anyway, this is what I was looking at. The design from Benson Coins. Benson, that's sick, mate. That is sick. I absolutely love that. Little gizmo there. Fantastic. What did he call it in his video? He got Gizmo's name wrong. And it was absolutely hilarious what he called him, but I can't remember what it is. Love the 𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃 design there. Bensonï coins at the bottom. Mate, that's a stunning design. That truly is a stunning design. That really is. I really hope you can get that poured. I really, really do. I think if it's very intricate, so it might be one for someone with a laser to do that one, but it's really, really nice. Tim and Stigma, you take care. Thank you very much for joining us this week. It's been great to have you here as always. He wasn't that, Mick. He wasn't that, but it was funny, and it really is. Get liquid to laser it. That's what I'm thinking. If you get liquid to laser it, that would look absolutely insane. It really will. Blistering Barnacles, love that bar, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Like you just popped in there. Fantastic. So, so Barry, it's going to take us a bit longer to coach you into doing your first video, is it?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. But I will do one at some point. I've not considered it up until now, literally. So, I'll do something at some point.
Yeah, you've got to. It'll be a good bit of fun. Get involved in 𝗕𝗂𝗃 Secret Santa. It seems weird saying that again so quickly, but gives you plenty of time to prepare for it, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So,
that's true.
KYH, are you coming? Any plans to come to Berlin in the near future? I assume you're not going this year, but
I'm not going this year. I'd love to come 2027 or 2028 because as my dad gets more interested in coins and silver, because he's been buying quite a lot recently, he said that if we could both get enough money to go over and buy some cool things and meet everyone, then he'd be happy to take me over.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. What age would that put you on in 28 or 20? Yeah, 28.
28, 27. That put me on something.
No.
Kind of 16. It put me on to.
That's a good age. So that'd be like the year you leave school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good age to go across. If anyone didn't know KYH, he's one of the youngest people in the UK Stackers community, especially that create videos. You've been creating videos since you were 13 years old, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, so it got his head screwed on very young. KYH did. He's gonna, when KYH gets to my age, you're gonna be a lot richer than I am right now, buddy. I know that much. So fantastic work. No,
Thank
nerd. You. No. You've got a long way to wait right now, nerd. We've got children on, right? It's not appropriate. Get it out of here. Get out of here with that bloody photo. A young pup. Yeah, he is. He is for sure. Cool. No, that's interesting. It would have been great to meet both you and your dad out there. I think I met your dad very briefly, didn't I, up at Yorkshire?
You did it at Yorkshire Coin Fair earlier last year, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. A mini nerd.
I brought my sovereign along.
You did, yeah, you did. You brought it to show us. Mini Nerd said you're old. Yeah, you are compared to Mini Nerd. Mini Nerd's only 6, bless him. We're getting him into stacking real young because he's gonna look after him, and he's gonna look after us when we're old and ancient. Me and Nerd's gonna be in the old man's home. We are 𝗵𝗵𝗁𝗍 walking around, and he's gonna have to look after us back in them days. But no, fair enough. And how's school life going? Is it going well for you? You getting the grades you need?
I'm doing quite well. I'm doing best in history, which is my favourite subject.
I'm not surprised.
That's always good.
I'm not. KYH is doing best in history. Who'd have known that? No, I'm not. Your knowledge of history is outstanding, especially for your age. It blows me out of the water. It really does.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've got work experience sorted as well. I'm doing work experience.
Work experience.
Do you know Tenants Auctioneers in Leyburn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it there.
Oh, fantastic! That's brilliant. Yeah, that'll be really good for you. Really will.
I'm going to be helping out with the silver and objects of virtue auction that's on that week when I'm up there.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic work. No, I can't wait to see something about that. I assume you'll do some kind of video, at least describing your experience.
I'll film some things that I see if I'm allowed to. Yeah.
If you're allowed to. I mean, obviously that's the main thing. Don't go breaking any rules. But even if you're not allowed to film anything, you can still do a video describing what your experience was, which would be a lot of fun. Because I'd be really interested in that. So good things to come. So let's. I assume you'll be looking to go into university when you leave school. Is that correct?
I'm actually not looking. I don't want to go to university myself.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And
But I think
Go on.
I'm going to try and get a job at my local antique shop, and I spoke to the owner,
Yeah.
and she said that I could probably work there quite a few days a week, and then go to college in the meantime.
Yeah.
Myself. No.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who's just is letting us know about they've subbed to KYH. Really appreciate that. So
Thank you guys. Thank you.
no plans to go into higher education, to go to university, nothing like that.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, fair enough. And what's your plans long term career wise? I know you
I want to try and work either as a bullion broker,
yeah,
or to work in an auction house as a silver valuer.
Okay. So one either go down your own dealership kind of road, or be work for one of the higher end auctioneer houses as a valuator. It's very similar.
And if I do have to get a degree or something to get into a specific job that I'd like to get into, I might go to university in that case. Yeah.
Yeah. Fairs. And the job you're looking to go into, is there any qualification that would help you with that?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it further. It's kind of like a long off hopes I've got to get into one of these jobs, but I'm going to try. I think the work experience will help, and then I'll probably go to ask to do work experience at Tenants again in a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, that will help a lot,
sure.
mate. That will help a lot. Networking, getting to meet people on ground level, getting to meet people there. Obviously, when you're there on your work experience, arrive early, leave late. Always be. Doesn't matter what we ask you to do it with a smile and show your interest, that kind of thing, and that'll go a million miles. I can promise you that it really will. No, that's really cool. So I'm just thinking of degree, qualifications that would kind of help you with that. It's very similar to what I used to do a number of years ago when I worked in insurance. I had to a lot, because I dealt with buildings and contents under the content insurance side of things. I had to do a lot of valuations when people lost antiques and jewellery and anything else that they had in the in the property, but the valuation side of things came more down to the jewellery and that kind of thing. It can be very interesting. It really can be very interesting. We had an expert who worked at the company that we could go and discuss things with on that kind of basis. So there's
you learn a lot from that, I presume.
Yeah, absolutely. But what I'm saying is like if that's the kind of thing you were going to get into, there's possibly more options than even you're aware of right now, because you can do that same job but for an insurance-based company rather than the auctioneers, etc. But I wish you all the best of luck with it, mate, and do keep us
thank you
updated as and when. I know the whole community is gonna want to see you do well. I know that much without a shadow of a doubt. But good luck to you. Let us know how the work experience goes when you go there. Birmingham have degrees in gemology. That could help a lot. Gemology could really help. Things like that. But I suppose there are things you could do as open university courses as well. That could, once you're in the industry, you can look into do night courses and things like that to get better qualifications to help you out a little bit with it. Someone, I'm sure you know this already, but someone it'd be really good to talk to would be 𝗕𝗂𝘃. As a lot of people know, 𝗕𝗂𝘃 worked in the auction industry directly, so he's going to know a lot more than most people would about that actual industry itself and how to get in there. But I don't think you're doing bad at all. What probably doesn't want the massive uni debt. No, I'm not surprised, to be fair, Franny.
That's one of my main reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might find that there are some qualifications you may need to have. It may even be better to go down a work-based qualification rather than an academic based qualification. Why?
Yeah.
Something.
I say, I'm very new to all of this, basically, in terms of knowing about where to go and what to do and how to get into different things. So I'll take all the advice I can get, and thankfully as well.
Yeah, well, when I worked in insurance, and you probably find this it's probably something similar in the antiques industry as well. But the qualifications I went down were not so much like qualifications you go to university for. You had things like the Chartered Institute of Loss Adjusters and the Chartered Institute of Insurers, and you went down those specific areas to get the qualifications for your industry. So you might find it something more like that. There's a Chartered Institute of Fine Arts or something like that, that covers that kind of industry. So certainly something to look into. History and archaeology would be good. Yeah, history and anything to do with history or archaeology would help you very well there. Probably more so with
It's very interesting as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm massively interested with old stuff like that, as I'm sure you all know. But I can't wait to hear more about that, mate. I really can't. Barry, as long as you keep meeting me down at the West Midlands Coin Fair, we're all good, buddy.
Oh, that's good. That's definitely happening, mate. I'm not changing that.
Yeah, good stuff. And if anyone else does want to come down and join us, it's a lot of fun. We have other people come down and join us as well. Villainous Bounty's been down there before. Calc's come down a few times. Silver Noggy's come and met us a couple of times, hasn't he? You very often see some of the sellers from Whatnot walking around the West Midlands Coin Fair. A lot of fun, as is the Yorkshire Coin Fair, which is at the end of the month, and that's up at the Cedar Court Hotel up in Huddersfield. The world is your oyster, KYH. It certainly is. And that guy, I wish to God, and I know a lot of you in the chat are the same as me, wish to God I had my head screwed on the same as KYH did when I was at his age. When I was at his age, all I wanted to do was go out and get drunk with my mates. You know what I mean, Barry?
Yeah, definitely. That's all I did. I've got to say, kudos to the young man. I'm thoroughly impressed with what he's doing and the way his outlook on everything. Pat on the back to that one. Brilliant work, KYH.
Thank you very much.
No, it is, mate, and you should be proud of yourself. You really should, and do give yourself that pat on the back. And also, I don't think you're too far away, so come on, bring your dad and come and meet us at the Yorkshire Coin Fair again sometime.
Yeah, when's it next on?
It's last Sunday of every month, mate.
Okay, are you coming to the January one?
Yes, yeah. So that's next weekend, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll come up to that one then.
Yeah, I think it's week tomorrow, 25th, if I'm not mistaken. Week tomorrow, 25th. Because if I remember correctly, last time when you came down, it was the first time I went to the Yorkshire one. It was when I was doing the Whatnot auction, wasn't it?
You had the auction set up.
Yeah, so I was a bit distracted and didn't really get a lot of chance to talk to you. And if I remember correctly, I was running out for a cigarette right before my auction started, and caught my eye, I saw this young chap in a flat cap, waistcoat, shirt and tie, and I thought, that chap looks smart. What a smart young gentleman. And it clicked, and I was like, you're KYH, aren't you? And you turned around and said, yeah. And it was great to meet you.
That's how it was.
So if you can come down, come over and say hello, and it'll be great to have a chat with you and your dad. But thanks so much for chatting. No, of course I'm in Berlin. I'm in the Yorkshire Coin Fair on Sunday, and then flying out to Berlin midweek. I'll be doing both Money Fair and the Yorkshire Coin Fair because I like it, the coin fair up in Yorkshire. But KOH, thanks so much for coming on and joining us this week, mate. It's been a lot of pleasure having you on here for a chat.
No problem.
We'll keep doing this going forwards, where I leave it open to people to jump on because I get so interested with everyone's opinions. I really do. But Barry, likewise, my friend, thank you so much for jumping on and joining us for a chat tonight.
No problem. Loved it. Thank you very much. Hi to everyone. But most of all, thanks to you for what you do for the community. Doing this every Saturday, it takes a lot. So thank you.
Oh, no, thank you guys. Honestly, it's you guys that make this fantastic. Nerd UK says he's thinking of coming down to the West Mids with GSH and hopefully Silverpunk. That would be nice. I mean, it would be nice. Silverpunk, it is on your doorstep. I've been going there for, half a year. Do you want to come down and say hi? I don't know. Silverpunk's a fantastic guy. He really is. Barry, is there anything you want to say or discuss before we end it?
Final bit, as I say, thanks everyone for coming in and joining in with this lot. It's nice to actually be on here and say something, and loving the new format of having this available. Brilliant one.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. I think it's working very well. Franny, what Franny said right there in the chat is very, very important. Uni is good for certain jobs. It all depends on what career you want to go into. Some careers, it's a waste of time. When I was working in insurance, everyone sat next to me went to uni. We all had a degree in some various different things. A lot of them had the degrees were nothing to do with the job they were even in. And you know, a lot of the time, going to uni can just be a waste of time and money, because I had people working next to me that were not working there as long, not earning as much money as I was doing, and I never went to university myself. So university can absolutely be a waste of time and money, but it can also open a lot of doors to you. So it all depends on what career you want to go down. So Franny's 100% right there. Uni is good for certain jobs, but if you're looking into doing a job where it's not required, like I said, for the insurance, you know, the better option was to go down your chartered institute, your 𝗂𝗂𝗃 and your 𝗂𝗂𝗃, that kind of thing. But yeah, anyway, no, it's been a great chat. It really has. Thank you so much, Barry and KYH, for coming on. I look
Thanks
forward
for having me on.
No, you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. I mean, KYH, of course, you've joined me a couple of times in the past as a guest, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I came on with Small Stack Bullion.
Yes, yeah, you did. Small Stack. If you're listening, let us know. Let us know you're doing all right. He was a great kid as well. I think he was a bit late down the line, and I think he had his exams, etc., which obviously took a lot of his time, and that was the right thing to do. But I hope Small Stack's doing well. Amazing chat, Barry and KYH. Great work as always. Oh, thank you, 𝗲𝗺, I appreciate that. Spent 4 years at college and learned more hands down grafting out of college. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely, or can be very, very true. Some jobs you have to go. Some jobs you have to have that degree. You know, you just have to do it. And if you want the kind of job where you have to have that qualification, then you got to do what you got to do. But a lot of jobs, you know, it's not required. Thanks TC, Barry and KYH. Great chat. Take care all, and may your silver not milk and your gold stay rust free. Gold doesn't rust. If your gold's going rusty, something's going wrong. But may it stay copper spot free. But no, very well said, Baron. I agree with that 100%. Let's keep all our milk, our silver milk free. Fingers crossed. I think that's a bit too much of a large ask there, that is. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Thank you for everyone for joining us in the chat. But I have the slightest inkling that I may well have rabbled on for long enough now. I've learnt more via YouTube than school. There's a lot of truth to that, especially when it comes to doing stuff like handsy work, you know, DIY, that kind of thing, for sure. But I keep rabbling, and I've definitely rabbled on for long enough now. So we're going to leave you all in the usual fashion by saying, until next time, as usual, look after each other, keep stacking, take care, and goodbye. Cheers, everyone. Have a